Video recording is important. See here, what you ask about syllables and all those things I will explain. All those things will come here. Come slowly. See, I have already mentioned that in French we have 5 accents. Okay. In French we have 5 accents. Okay. Generally we place accents on vowel letters. Okay. Generally we place accents on vowels. Okay. One exception is there with 4th accent, that is placed on consonant. Okay. But in general we place accents on vowels. Okay. Accents will be placed on vowels. Okay. Like I have mentioned here 5 accents. So out of 5, only one accent is there which is placed with consonant, on consonant. The rest will be placed on vowels. Okay, so that we have to keep in mind. Any doubt comes, you can ask. So see, here you can see it is written, this one is article. Okay, L apostrophe. L apostrophe, that I will explain why I have placed L apostrophe there. You don't need to worry. See here, accent aigu, accent aigu, accent aigu, accent aigu, accent aigu. Why I am pronouncing accent? Because of nasal vowel sound. You can see here a n. These two letters are forming nasal vowel sound. Which nasal vowel sound? On, on, on. Okay, so that is why accent, 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 accent. You can see here why k and s sound is coming. Why k and s sound is coming? Because already I told, when letter say is followed by a consonant, then say will be pronounced ka, and second say is followed by letter a. So I already mentioned, when letter say will be followed by any one out of these 3 vowels, in that case say will be pronounced s. Okay, soft. And when say is followed by consonant, say will be pronounced ka. Third point, when say will be followed by a, o, u, in that case also say will be pronounced ka. So when say is followed by consonant, say will be pronounced ka. When say is followed by any one of these 3 vowels, a, e, y, in that case also say will be pronounced s. Okay, it depends on next letter. Okay, it can be C, it can be S. Then when say will be followed by any one of these 3 vowels, A, O, U, in that case also say will be pronounced Ka. Okay, so you can see here, that way you can see first consonant, first say is followed by a consonant, so say will be pronounced Ka. Second say is followed by a vowel a. It means say will be pronounced s. Okay, so that is why ak, and then a, n, these 2 letters these 2 letters are forming nasal vowel sound on. So here I am pronouncing on, and you know that te is generally silent in French. Te is generally silent at the end of French words. Okay, we don't pronounce te at the final position. So we are pronouncing accent, accent. Then we have ague. So already I told a, these 2 letters, these 2 vowels make single sound. A. So a, e will make single sound a. and then you can see letter J is followed by a vowel U, and already I told when letter J will be followed by R O U, in that case J will be pronounced hard J in the sense J will be pronounced G. J will be pronounced G. So here you can see J is followed by one of these three vowels U. So J will be pronounced G. And already I told vowel at the final position needs to be pronounced. So this word ends with a vowel U. So we have to pronounce this U. So it becomes ague. So accent aigu, accent aigu, accent aigu, accent aigu, accent aigu. Okay. In English we say acute accent. In English we call this accent acute accent. Okay. In French accent aigu. In French it is accent aigu. In English acute accent. So keep in mind whenever you come across accent aigu, whenever you come across acute accent, keep in mind we place this accent only on letter A. We place this accent in French only on letter A. And what is the sign, what is the symbol of accent aigu? This is the symbol of accent aigu. This. It goes which side? It goes which side? Right or left?
Right side.
Yeah. So it goes right side. And what will be the pronounce? What will be the sound when letter A will carry accent aigu? What will be the sound of letter A? When you place accent aigu on letter A will be pronounced the way you pronounce A of English alphabet. A. So A.
Yeah.
So same thing. Like here letter A is there. I am placing accent aigu. You can see.
Okay.
Before without accent aigu we pronounce it A. With accent aigu we pronounce it A of English alphabet. Same sound A. So keep in mind this accent, acute accent, accent aigu is placed only on letter A. Only on which letter? A. And whenever letter A will carry accent aigu, A will be pronounced A. Perfect? Yeah. Now see here. This I explained that accent aigu, acute accent, we place on letter A will be pronounced A. But when we have to place accent aigu on letter A? When? That is very important. You cannot place anywhere whenever you see letter A. Okay, so we should know where we have to place, when we have to place accent aigu on letter A. When, in which case letter A will carry accent aigu. So that I am going to explain. Okay. So one thing I will tell you before I explain that accents are part of phonetics. Accents are part of phonetics in the sense accents are part of sound. So we have to focus on, we have to concentrate on sound also. It will help you in applying this accent, acute accent aigu. Sound matters, okay, because this is part of phonetics, sound, accent, okay. So see here, for example, I am going to write one word. You can see I have added letter say O-L-A. Okay. You can see when somebody will ask you what is the spelling of this word. So you have to say accent aigu. Say O-L-A. I have already given you the rules regarding pronunciation of letter A at the end of a word. What I told you? That letter A, vowel A will be pronounced at the end of a word when word will be one syllable word. monosyllable, made of one syllable. In that case also, that one syllable word must be made of maximum 3 letters, not more than that. Okay, and that one syllable word made of maximum 3 letters must be an article, a preposition, a pronoun, and an adjective. Okay, then only you can pronounce letter A. So when you see this word, you know that this word is a noun. Meaning of this word is school. It's a noun, it's not an article, it's not a preposition, it's not a pronoun, it's not an adjective. And this word is made of how many letters? You can see 5. And I mentioned about one syllable word made of maximum 3 letters. So this is not word which is made of maximum 3 letters, this is made of 5 letters. So, and if somebody will ask you, this word is made of how many syllables? This word is made of how many syllables? What will be your response? Because I have already told that only one syllable words made of maximum 3 letters representing article, preposition, pronoun, adjective can be pronounced in that case a. So this word is made of how many syllables? What will be your response if somebody will ask you, this word is made of how many syllables? So where shall I place slash? After which letter?
A.
After A. After L. No. See, you don't have to guess. You have to go by rules. I already told, when single consonant is placed between 2 vowels, when single consonant is placed between 2 vowels, in that case, on that single consonant will be the starting of new syllable. So you can see letter say is placed between 2 vowels. So letter say will be the starting of new syllable. Okay. Then again you can see letter L. Consonant L is placed between 2 vowels. Consonant L will be the starting of new syllable. Okay. Clear? And one more thing you need to keep in mind is that already I told many times that whenever you talk about syllable, keep in mind vowel will be at its core. Every syllable has a vowel at its core. Okay, every syllable has a vowel at its core. In every syllable you will get vowel sound. Okay, that is very important. A vowel can form a syllable on its own, but a consonant cannot form a syllable on its own. Always keep in mind. So you can see this word is made of 1, 2, 3. This word is made of 3 syllables. So at any cost we are not going to pronounce final A. So what will be the pronunciation of this word, keeping in mind rules which I have explained to you just now? Can you try? Keeping in mind whatever I explained regarding sound of letter say, J, when it will be hard J, when it will be soft J, when it will be soft say, when it will be hard say.
Echo.
Super, great. Okay, so you got the logic. You can see letter say is followed by O. And I mentioned here that when letter say is followed by A, O, U, when letter say is followed by A, O, U, in that case letter say will be pronounced Ka. When I am saying Ka, it doesn't mean that you will pronounce Ka. You have to see which letter comes after say. If say is followed by A, Ka. If say is followed by O, Ko. If say is followed by U, Q. Okay, so that you have to see in French. That is very important. Whenever somebody asks you to pronounce any word, you have to see which letter is followed by which letter comes after which letter. Accordingly, you have to pronounce. You cannot pronounce any letter individually in a word. Okay. So we pronounce it école. So you can see école, 3 syllables automatically. That is why we need to have practice. For what? For syllables. So that it will help you, it will facilitate you in pronunciation. So école means school. I want to add one more point here is that Already I told, whenever you come across any noun in French, you have to keep in mind noun must be preceded by a determiner. So at this stage I will tell you, noun must be preceded by an article. It can be masculine, it can be feminine, it can be definite, it can be indefinite article. Okay, but keep in mind there must be an article. So how to identify whether it is masculine, whether it is feminine? Yeah. How to identify? How will you know that whether a coal is masculine or feminine? Because if you write only a coal, that is wrong. It's a noun. It must be preceded by an article. It's a common noun here. It must be preceded by an article. Otherwise, it's an error. It's a mistake. So what you have to keep in mind? See, in 99% cases, when nouns are ending with letter a, in 99% cases, when nouns are ending with a, in 99% cases, when nouns are ending with a, those nouns will be feminine. Few exceptions will be there, no doubt. But in general, I am saying in general, okay, in a broader sense, whenever letter a will be, whenever any noun is ending with letter a, in 90% cases, such nouns will be feminine. A coal is one of the example in front of you. Okay, so this is, now see here, I am going to explain you when letter a will carry accent aigu. Because you know that how to pronounce a, when letter a will carry accent aigu, but you don't know when we have to place accent aigu on letter a. When? So that I am going to explain. See here. Keep in mind letter a. Okay, this letter a will carry what? Will carry accent aigu. Will carry acute accent. When letter a is followed by a syllable that carries vowel sound. When letter a, that is one point, when letter a is followed by a syllable that carries vowel sound, in that case letter a can carry accent aigu. But in that case also you have to keep in mind, I already told you accents are part of sounds, okay, because it has an impact on sound. So you know that without accent aigu we pronounce it a. So when I am saying, see, when I am saying a coal, when I am saying you, Nayak, write the spelling of a coal in French. So when I am saying a coal, so you know that a sound is coming. So you don't have any other possibility apart from adding accent aigu on letter a. So that is why I told you have to listen the sound. Okay, because sound is very important. I am not saying a coal, I am saying a coal. So when you see I am pronouncing, when you observe I am pronouncing a coal, then automatically you will feel that letter a should carry accent aigu. And you yourself, you told that this word is made of 3 syllables. So you can see letter a is followed by a syllable carrying vowel sound ko. So o is what? A vowel sound. So you can see that is why letter a is carrying accent aigu. So this is one point just to facilitate use of this acute accent. So letter a will carry accent aigu when letter a is followed by a syllable carrying vowel sound. Okay, and apart from that you should know that there must be a sound, a. Okay, because you know that whenever letter a will carry accent aigu, a will be pronounced a. Okay, so this is one point. One point, okay, regarding place of accent aigu on letter a. So this is most important. Whenever a sound will be there and a is followed by a consonant, a is followed by a syllable carrying vowel sound, in that case you can place accent aigu on letter a. Okay, clear? So this is important. Now see here, for example, you can see this one. One more word I will write. See, I have written one word. How will you pronounce this word? Do you have any idea?
Which one, sir? This one.
This one. P R R L A accent aigu. How will you pronounce? How will you pronounce this word?
Parle.
Because logic is there. You can see A is carrying accent aigu. It means A will be pronounced A. Letter A is carrying accent aigu. It means what? Letter A is going to be pronounced A. That is the pronunciation of letter A when A will carry accent aigu. So parle, parle. So this word is made of how many syllables? I see. Before you explain, I will tell you one thing. Oh, okay, you can try at least. Then I will explain. First, you try. Any doubt comes, I can explain.
I didn't find any such good to divide.
See here. No, you were not there that time. See, when two consonants are placed between two vowels, in that case, first consonant will be the starting of new syllable, second consonant will be the end of current syllable. No, see, when there are two consonants placed between two vowels, in that case, first consonant will be the end of the present syllable, and second consonant will be the starting of new syllable. So you can see same thing here. It will happen. So how that is a parle, parle. That is why how much syllable is helping you in pronunciation. How much division of words in syllables is helping in pronunciation. You can see. Otherwise, you will get confused how to pronounce this word. So why you are writing par? Why par? Because that is one syllable. Why le? That is one syllable. So this word is made of two syllables. Parle, école, école, parle. So if somebody will ask why you have placed accent aigu here, then you can justify by saying that when I am saying parle, a sound is there. If you remove this accent aigu, what will be the sound? Parle, parle. And I didn't say parle, I said parle. You got the logic? So here there you have to keep in mind such things, okay? So this you have to keep in mind for the moment regarding l'accent aigu, regarding acute accent. Perfect? Right. You are sincere student. Why I am opening the door now? Why I am opening the door? Because here gas, no ventilation is there. Any doubt comes, you ask. Clear? So now I am going to explain second accent. Second accent we call it, you can pronounce it accent, and this how we are going to pronounce this. J R A V A. How will you pronounce this word?
Let me divide in syllables.
You can divide.
So I think two syllables will come.
So after which letter? After which letter shall I place slash?
Before A.
Before?
Yeah.
No. Why? Because consonants cannot form a syllable on its own. Consonant or consonants cannot form. There must be a vowel.
For me, in between A, B, with A.
Where after which letter?
Yeah.
After
Between these two letters, V is there.
way.
Way is there.
Ah.
So when there is a consonant between two vowels, we have to place.
So here you can see consonant is placed between two vowels. The consonant will be single consonant will be the starting of new syllable. So this one is made of two syllables. Perfect. After 2 months you will be able to speak French. So how to pronounce this word? So it's clear that final A is not going to be pronounced. And already I told, keep in mind, consonant which comes just before final A needs to be pronounced. Because what happens, this A intensifies this consonant which comes just before final A. So that consonant will be pronounced. So how to pronounce this word?
Sir, G, Z letter should be, there is no...
See, wait. I already told, whenever letter J is followed by a consonant, J will be pronounced G. G.
Here you have written...
That also. See, same, like see, say and J, both are having same rules.
Okay.
Same rules, both are brothers.
Okay.
Or both are sisters, you can say.
So I can say grave.
Why grave? Here we have A. Grave. So, accent grave. I'm not saying gra and va. I'm saying grave. So, accent grave. Grave accent. So accent grave, grave accent. Accent grave, grave accent. Accent grave, grave accent. Clear? So now you know that it's an accent, French accent. So we are going to place on certain letters, few letters. So which are those letters? Those letters are A, U. Clear? So keep in mind, whenever somebody is talking about accent grave, whenever somebody is asking you regarding accent grave, always keep in mind accent grave we place on 3 vowel letters, and those 3 vowel letters are U. Clear? No doubt. Now see here. First I will explain what happens when letter A carries accent grave. Clear? So before that, what is the symbol of, what is the sign of accent grave? What is the sign? Same stick will turn towards right side. This one left, see here.
Like that.
Right side, that's all. Okay, right side. So keep in mind, when letter A carries accent grave, when letter A carries grave accent, in that case A will be pronounced A. 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 So there are different ways to get this sound A. Okay, already I told A, E will make same sound A. Then accent grave will make same sound A. 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 Okay. So when letter A will carry accent grave, A will be pronounced A. A will be pronounced A. A. I will give you example. Don't worry. You can see here. Okay. If somebody will ask you, this word is made of how many syllables? What will be your response? This word is made of how many syllables? What will be your response? What will be your response if somebody will ask you this word is made of how many syllables? M, A, accent grave, A. So this word is made of how many syllables if somebody will ask you? What will be your response?
2.
So according to you this word is made of 2 syllables. Now you tell me after which letter shall I place slash? After which letter?
So before air.
Before air. Before air, perfect, super. Why? Because single consonant is placed between 2 vowels. So single consonant is the starting of new syllable. Perfect. Now already I told when letter A will carry accent grave, what will be the pronunciation of letter A? A. So how will you pronounce this word? You know that final A will not be pronounced because this is made of 2 syllables. This is a noun. So how you are going to pronounce this word?
Man.
Perfect. Once more.
Man.
Mad. 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 Clear? Any doubt comes you ask. That is up to you. Mad. Mad. Because I need 30 minutes for warm up. Okay. Mad. 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 Okay. So mad means mother. Mad means mother. Mad means mother. Will remain feminine. And even though it is ending with, you can see it in itself, you can see it is ending with a. So obviously it is that rule you can apply for feminine. Clear?
Yes.
So now I will ask you. Okay, now we have to understand when letter A will carry accent grave. When we need to place accent grave on letter A. When? Already I explained about accent aigu. Now I am going to explain when letter A will carry accent grave. So keep in mind letter A will carry accent grave when next syllable doesn't carry vowel sound. Doesn't carry vowel sound. So if I ask you, letter A is followed by a syllable. You can see letter A is followed by a syllable that doesn't carry vowel sound. You are not going to pronounce A of this syllable. This is silent. Clear? So here A will not be pronounced. So here this syllable is silent. When I told you that when letter A is followed by a syllable that doesn't carry vowel sound. So here there is no vowel sound. You are not going to pronounce A because A will be silent here. Okay, so keep in mind letter A will carry accent grave when next syllable doesn't carry vowel sound. Doesn't carry vowel sound. Clear? Clear?
Yes.
So this is one point regarding use of accent grave. There are other rules also. For example, you can see here another rule. This is second point. You tell me how to pronounce this word is made of how many syllables? First you tell. How many syllables? I will tell you te, a, accent grave s. This word is made of how many? This is meaning of this word is very. Meaning, and this is an adverb. Meaning is very. This is an adverb. This word is made of how many syllables? What will be your response if somebody will ask you? Te, a, accent grave s. How many syllables? Te, accent grave s. How many syllables? Correct. 100% correct. Very easy. You can understand. Because in every syllable there must be presence of vowel sound.
Yeah.
Vowel will be at its core. Vowel will be at the core of syllable. Okay. So this is one syllable. So you will tell me, just now you told sir that letter A will carry accent grave when next syllable doesn't carry vowel sound. But here this is one syllable word. So where is next syllable that is not carrying vowel sound? So this is second point. Okay, letter A will carry accent grave. Okay, in certain words, in few words, which end with S. And S should not be the marker for plural. Like see, whenever any word ends with S, okay, or if you want to make any noun plural, okay, if you want to make any noun plural, so in that case we add letter S at the end, okay. So S is marker for plural, okay, S is marker for plural. Okay, so if you want to make like see boy, so if you want to make it plural boy in French, so you have to add S. Okay, that is the logic. So what I am saying is that there are certain words, there are few words, okay, which end with S, and S will be preceded by vowel A, and in that case vowel A can carry accent grave, but in that case keep in mind S should not be the marker for plural, because when I am saying this meaning of this is very, so S is not the marker for plural, this is adverb, will remain invariable, okay, very good, okay, very bad, very intelligent, very smart. So keep in mind there are certain words in French which end with S, and S will be preceded by letter A. In that case A can carry accent grave, and in that case S should not be the marker for plural. And already I told you that accents are part of phonetics, so you have to listen the sound also, okay, sound. So how will you pronounce this word? I already pronounced. Tre. Why? Because you know that S we don't pronounce. S will be silent at the final position, because S is final silent consonant. Generally we don't pronounce S. Okay. And you know that when A carries accent grave, A will be pronounced A. So tre means very. Tre means very. Like see, if your performance is very good, I will say this, très bien. Okay, très bien. Très bien means very well. Okay, your performance is very well, very good. Très bien. Okay, très bien. Like for example, you can see this word. How will you pronounce this word? Here it's très. Perfect. You got the logic. So près means near. Like near Atangari Hotel, near the hostel, near my home, near my house, near my school. So in that case you need to use près, preposition. Okay, près. So you can see près, très, both are ending with S, and S is preceded by vowel A, and in that case S is not marker for plural. So in that case letter A can carry accent grave, and it depends on sound. Okay, so this rule you have to keep in mind. So you should not get a shock. Okay, that's clear. So près, très, près, très, près, très. Clear. So for the moment you keep in mind this regarding letter A. Okay. Now see here. Here I have placed two more letters, A and U. So why I placed two more letters, two more vowel letters with accent grave? Because accent grave we also place on these two vowel letters A and U. We also place accent grave on these two vowel letters A and U, A and U, A and U. Okay, when, for what purpose? So keep in mind first point, whenever you come across vowel letter A is carrying axograph, whenever you come across vowel letter U is carrying axograph, there will be no impact on sound. Sound will remain same. A will be pronounced A, letter U will be pronounced U. There will be no change in sound. Sound will change only when axograph comes on letter A. When you place axograph on letters A and U, there will be no change in sound. Sound will remain same. A will be A, U will be U. Clear? So keep in mind, now I will explain why letter A. When letter A carries axograph and when letter U carries axograph. So keep in mind, you might have come across this word. You might have come across this word, okay? Homonym, homonym, homonym in the sense same spelling, same sound, but different meaning. Okay, homonym. Homophone means same sound but different meaning. Phone means sound, same sound, different meaning. So here also you can see, I am talking about that. Okay, homonym in the sense, homonym in the sense same sound will be there, but meaning will be different. Same spelling will be there, but meaning will be different. So how to identify, how to make distinction between those words? If I say A, how will you understand I am talking about which A? If I write A, how will you understand I am talking about which A? So for that purpose also we use axograph on these two letters A and U to make distinction between words which have the same sound, same spelling, but different use, different meaning. Okay, so for that purpose also we use axograph. There are certain words in French which have the same spelling, same sound, but different meaning, different use. For example, you see, I told you this case is applicable with these two letters, A and U. Very simple example I will give you. I am placing axograph on letter A, clear? And another I am writing A as it is. Here I am writing letter U, vowel letter U, and again I am writing vowel letter U with axograph. I will explain here. Here. I will explain here, okay? One second. See here. So here A with axograph, without axograph. U with axograph, without axograph. So see here. Whenever you come across letter A is carrying axograph, whenever you come across, whenever you see somewhere in a book or anywhere, if letter A is carrying axograph, it means it is a preposition. It means it is a preposition, and meaning of that preposition will be TO2. I am going to the market. At, I am at the airport. I am in the campus. Okay, so keep in mind, when letter A carries this accent, which accent? Axograph. In that case, A will be preposition. When letter A carries axograph, that is a preposition in French. Okay, and what will the meaning of that preposition? Depending on context, it can mean TO2, it can mean at, it can mean in. So whenever you come across letter A carrying axograph, it means it is a preposition. Sound will same A. Here also A. Clear? Now see here. So are with accent graph, that is preposition. Are without accent graph is, see here. See, for example, I will explain these things later on. One second, only one I will explain. See, ill. Ill means he. When you are referring to person. Okay, when you are referring to animate noun, living beings. Ill means person. It can be used for things also. Whenever you are see, when I am saying ill means he, it means you are referring to somebody specific. He is a boy. He is my student. So this ill is what? Subject pronoun. Subject pronoun we use to refer to someone definite, specific. It can be used for person, it can be used for thing. Okay, but specific like it. Like see, for example, this is my mobile phone. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. It. Okay, so ill can mean it. Okay, when you are referring to something specific, object. Okay, so ill can mean he, ill can mean it. But always keep in mind, when I am saying ill means he, ill means it must refer to masculine, male. Keep in mind. When I am saying male, he. When I am saying masculine, object. Okay, so ill will always be referring to masculine, male. Meaning can be he, meaning can be it. When you are referring to human beings, it will mean he. When you are referring to objects, it will mean it. Okay, clear? So you see, so here I have written il a. So you can see same a.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does it mean? What is the use? What is the meaning of a here? So here I have conjugated one verb. Which verb I have conjugated? I have conjugated this verb. A, ve, o, e, l. Last class itself I told these two letters o, e. These two letters o, e will make single sound wa. Wa. O, e. You will come across thousands of French words where you will find o, e together. So whenever you come across o, e in a word, o, e will make single sound wa. 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 So how will you pronounce this verb? Meaning of this verb is to have. To have. Whenever you want to show possession, I have a pen, I have a big house, I have 40 wives, I have 20 brothers. Okay, then we have to use this verb. Okay, to show possession. There are other uses also. So how to pronounce this verb? You already know that OE will make wa sound. And this is final pronounced consonant air. So air will be pronounced. How to pronounce?
Avio.
No. Va, va.
Avayo.
Avoir.
Ava.
Avoir. 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 Okay. Avoir. Avoir means to have. Because it's a verb like to speak,
Yeah.
to eat, to be, to run, to go, to do. So in French also we have. So whenever you want to have, whenever you want to have the meaning of to have, then you have to use this verb avoir. Avoir means to have. I have, you have, he has, she has, we have, you all have, they have. Same like in English. Okay, so here I have conjugated this verb avoir in only third person singular. He has, she has. Okay. So why I conjugated? Because I wanted to show this. Okay. So il a. When you say il a is what here? Conjugation of avoir verb in third person singular. Il a, he has. Il a, he has. Elle a, she has. Elle means she. Elle means she. And it. When you are referring to feminine objects. then it. Okay. So il a, l a. Il a, he has, l a, she has. So you see, this is another use of accent grave accent to distinguish between words which have the same spelling, same sound but different meaning. Like a with accent grave preposition, a without accent grave is a conjugation of avoir verb in third person singular. Clear? Now, clear? No. Now this is, you can see next letter, that is U with accent grave, U without accent grave. So you can see U with accent grave, I have written one word, and U without accent grave, I have written one word. Okay, clear? See here, already I told many times that whenever these two letters will come, which letters? O, U, which sound they will produce? U, U, O, U. Anywhere in French, whenever you come across OU, these two letters in French words, in that case OU will make single sound U, U, U. Clear? Now see here, I already told that letter U also carries accent grave. Sound will remain same, sound will not. What is the difference? So when you see that letter U is carrying grave accent, accent grave, and here I am saying U, here also U. Pronunciation is same U, U. What is the difference? How to make distinction between these two words? For that purpose only we are using accent grave with letter U. So this U is interrogative word. Interrogative word. Meaning is where. Meaning is where. Okay. U is U with accent grave on letter U. That is interrogative word. U means where. U means where. And U where letter U is not carrying accent grave. That is conjunction. That is conjunction. Meaning is or. Or. Like bread or butter. Ram or Shyam. So you can see the difference. Okay. Pronunciation is same. Spelling is same. U. But different in meaning, different in use. Difference in meaning, difference in use. Okay. U where letter U is carrying accent grave, that is interrogative word. U where U is not carrying accent grave, that is conjunction. Meaning is or. Clear? So these are basic. Clear now? So these are the three letters which carry accent grave. Okay, and already you have explained everything. Clear? Two accents clear? Clear in the sense that this is more than enough for present moment. Future, in future again we'll go ahead with more rules. Okay. Shall I proceed?
Yes.
This is very important. See here. First you tell me this word is made of how many syllables? Because it's very big, very long word, not big, very long word. Say, E, R, say, O, N, F, L, A, X, A. This word is made of how many syllables? If somebody will ask what will be your response?
So, 4 syllables. So, 4 syllables.
So, after which letter shall I place slash?
So,
after which letter?
After R.
After R.
R.
No, yeah. You can go ahead.
Wait.
There is a two consonants repeat.
So after R now, perfect. After R, then
So, same condition. One vowel between two consonants.
Yeah.
After N. After N.
after L.
N.
Wait.
How?
After N.
Yes, N.
Okay.
So, one vowel after two consonants. So, after R.
After this.
Yes, sir.
Great.
That one is confusing.
I explained last class.
Yes, sir.
Thank nice, yeah. Memory is super. So see, I will tell you. Now I will explain. Wait. See, keep in mind. I will explain here. Okay. See, Nayak. See, I told that when there are two consonants placed between two vowels, in that case, first consonant will be the end of current syllable, present syllable. Like you can see here, air and say. There are two consonants placed between two vowels. So first consonant will be the end of current syllable, and second consonant the end with the beginning of present next syllable. Then see, this is very important. Okay, you can see here. You didn't notice. This I have explained, but there is a simple logic is there. Okay, see rule. We have three consonants in a row, N, F, L. So keep in mind, this is very important. When there are three consonants in a row and third consonant is either L or R, and second consonant is apart from L or R. In that case, these two consonants cannot be separated. They will be part of next syllable, coming syllable. Always keep in mind. You can see, anybody can ask. There are three consonants here, N, F, L. So when in a word, there are three consonants. And in that case, third consonant is L or R. Second consonant is apart from L or R. Then separation will take place after first consonant. Clear? When there are three consonants in a row, third consonant is L or R, second consonant is apart from L or R, then separation will take place, division will take place after first consonant. Okay? Clear? This is rule. Okay? This is rule. Clear? Otherwise what happens if that, like see, all three consonants are different. If that rule is not there, like if third consonant is not L, so in that case separation will take place after second consonant. But here what is happening, third consonant is L or R, second consonant is apart from L or R. So separation will take place after first consonant. Clear? They cannot be separated.
So what if there is in place of F, if there is a same letter like L or A, then what will be the
then after second consonant, then there is no problem. There is after second consonant in that case. After second, for example, you can see here. When words will come, then we can see. Words will come more, then we can see. Okay, so see here. And then you can see this is perfect. Here also vowel is, because already I told in every syllable there must be vowel sound. This is perfect. So how to pronounce this word? Okay, here I will tell you first final R will be silent. We don't need to pronounce because this is not one syllable word. Clear? Now one thing I will tell you. This is clear. Now you can pronounce. One thing I will tell you. Keep in mind, everybody keep in mind. Whenever letter A, keep in mind, whenever letter A is followed by X, in any case, in any word, when letter A is followed by X, A will always be pronounced A. Always, whenever letter A is followed by X, nobody can stop A from being pronounced A. Whenever letter A is followed by X, in that case A will be pronounced A. Clear? Now see here, whenever X is in the middle of a word, whenever X is in the middle of a word, in that case X will be pronounced Kus. Whenever X is in the middle of a word, in that case X will be pronounced Kus. So how we are going to pronounce this word? You have to be very careful because this word is made of 4 syllables. So here nasal vowel sound will be there. O, not o. O. Now you try. And already I told your name.
Say killer.
C, only I will tell C. Your name C. So C. I told that when letter say is followed by or e, y, okay, keep in mind. Whenever letter say is followed by or e, y, in that case say will be pronounced sir. Whenever letter say will be followed by or e, y, any one out of three vowels or e, y, say will be pronounced this sir as it is, and then you have to see which letter comes after this. So e comes, so e sound will come.
Circumflex.
Sir, no man. See which letter comes after say. E, no. So C.
Yeah.
C. So why you are saying sir? C. Always keep in mind which letter comes after which letter you have to see. So C, and then circum.
Flex.
Circumflex. Super. Circumflex. So again I explain, okay. See, whenever letter say is followed by or e or y, any one out of these three vowels, in that case say will be pronounced sir. So when I am saying sir, no, you don't need to concentrate only on individual letter. You have to see which letter comes after say. So E letter comes now, so it will be C. And then sir, con. Why con? Because when say will be followed by a, o, u, in that case say will be pronounced ka. So here after say we have o, con. And then already I told when o is followed by x, o will be pronounced a, flag. Then I told that whenever x is in the middle, cus, so flex, circumflex. So if I don't explain like this, you will not be able to understand. Circumflex. So this accent we call accent circumflex. In English, circumflex accent. In French, accent circumflex. In English, circumflex accent. So this is accent. So you will ask me, what is the sign of this accent? What is the symbol? What is the sign of this accent? Hat. So keep in mind, this accent, accent circumflex, we place on all vowels except one vowel. See, R, E, O, U. We place on these 5 vowels except Y. We don't place on Y. We place on all other vowels apart from Y. R, E, O, U. 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 So circumflex accent, accent circumflex, can be placed on these 5 vowels. So what is the symbol hat? You see, this hat. That's all. Hat, small hat. Okay, clear? Now see here. Keep in mind, when you place accent circumflex on vowel A, pronunciation will not change. When you place circumflex on vowel E, pronunciation will not change. When you place accent circumflex on letter O, pronunciation will not change. when you place accent circumflex on letter U, pronunciation will not change. Pronunciation will change only with one letter, only with one vowel letter, that is A. Whenever you come across any word in which letter A is carrying this accent circumflex, sound will change. In that case, A will be pronounced A. Same sound, axograph sound will come. A. Same sound. See here. See. R-E. Then A axograph. Okay. Same sound. A. Okay. So sound will change only with one letter when letter A is carrying axograph. A will be pronounced A. Clear? Like axograph. And see another point. Axograph generally comes in the middle of a word. One exception is there. Otherwise, axograph will always come in the middle of a word, not at the beginning, not at the end. In the middle. In the middle. Okay. Clear? Clear. Now see here. Next point. See, when you talk about accent circumflex, keep in mind, when it comes to use of this accent, it has historical reason. Okay, it's not that like accent aigu or accent graph. It has historical use. What I am saying is that I will write you few words. I will write. Okay. For example, you see, it has historical. For example, you see here. Once again. There are so many words. Okay, we will keep 3 only. So see here, it has historical means reason. Reasons are historical. Okay, you have to see. So what happens? One reason I will tell you. Okay, see, in this word, letter A is carrying accent circumflex. So what will sound? How you are going to pronounce A? Because already I told, when letter A will carry accent circumflex, then only sound will change of A. A will be pronounced A. With all other vowels, sound will remain same. So here A will be pronounced A. Clear? How you are going to pronounce this word? Can you try? How you are going to pronounce this word?
To A.
F, that is F. This is F.
Yeah. Foray.
Correct. Foray. Because this is silent, you know, and A will be pronounced A. Foray. So if somebody will ask, I am not asking. For example, if somebody will ask you, what is the meaning? What can be the meaning of this word? What will be your response? Foray. Any just guess. Foray. What can be the meaning of this word? Foray. Foray.
So phone, afternoon, like that.
No, foray. See, no, I will tell. See here. So, see, I will tell you. So, when you see in a word these vowels, 5 vowels, A, E, O, U, are carrying accent circumflex. So, it has historical importance. Historical reasons are there. Okay, evolution, change with the passage of time. So see here, whenever you see in a word, those 5 vowels are carrying accent circumflex. It means what? That vowel used to be followed by a consonant followed by another letter, and that letter used to be generally S. Generally S. See here. Whenever you see in a word,
Consonant is.
wait. Whenever you see in a word, those 5 vowels A, E, O, U are carrying accent circumflex. In that case, what it indicates? It indicates that
It has an historical.
no. It indicates that letter, that vowel used to be followed by letter S, but with the passage of time, that letter got disappeared. But see here, that letter got disappeared. But in English equivalent is still carrying that S. So that is I told. What can be the meaning of this forest? You got it? So what is the spelling of forest? You see, Forest. So this S is still there in English.
Yeah.
So English equivalent of that word still carries S.
Yeah.
You got it? So that is the reason of this accent circumflex. It has historical reason. Okay, with the passage of, because that letter was not in use, in the sense was not pronounced. So they thought that we should drop this letter. Like that, okay? If that letter is not being pronounced, what is the need of this letter? You drop it. Okay, but they pay homage also. They pay homage. How they pay homage? They brought this accent. So whenever you see that this vowel is carrying this accent circumflex, it means next letter used to be followed by letter S. So you can remember, no? Otherwise, how will you remember? So they have paid homage to letter S. Okay, so but English equivalent still carries S. Like see, for example, you see here, I have written one word here, A-N, say, accent circumflex, te, er, So again you think like that, already I told A will be pronounced A. So what can be the English equivalent of this word? English equivalent, A-N, say, te, er, What can be the English equivalent?
Ancestor.
So this is the logic, okay? I am just going by step. So ancestor, okay? Ancestor. So this letter or this accent circumflex indicates that next letter used to be followed by S. But that S got disappeared with the passage of time. But English equivalent still carries S. Ancestor, he pronounced ancêtre. Ancêtre. A-N nasal vowel sound. Then say is followed by a. Means so. Then a will be pronounced a. Ancêtre. Perfect explanation?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.
Then another one you can see. You can see here. I have written how to ash O. Here letter O is carrying accent circumflex. Then te or L. So this word is made of how many syllables? See, keep in mind, this letter ash we never pronounce in French. Don't pronounce ash. Okay. And already I told that when any other vowels apart from a carries accent circumflex, sound will remain same. So this word is made of how many syllables? Who will tell?
2, sir.
So after which letter shall I place? Slash after which letter?
After O.
Perfect. Great. Because single consonant is placed between two vowels. Clear now? Now see here. So how to pronounce this word?
Hotel.
You can pronounce. You are guessing. You are not guessing here.
Yes. Yeah. Old.
No, that is there, yaar. L is final pronounced consonant. We have to pronounce L. L is final pronounced consonant.
What are those letters which should we have to pronounce at the end of the consonant?
I already told no. These S, A, F, L, R, B, K, Q. These 7 consonants are final pronounced consonants. We need to pronounce them at the end of a word. C, F, L, R, B, K, Q. C, F, L, R, B, K, Q. These are final pronounced consonants. We need to pronounce them at the end of a word. Okay. So what I want to explain here, why I asked you this question, because I know that it was not clear when I explained, or maybe you were absent.
Yeah.
See here, see Sri, see what we have to keep in mind. This word you can see once again. You will become expert, don't worry.
Hotel.
That is, your pronunciation is correct, you can guess. Okay, but see here. So you told that this word is made of 2 syllables. So what I want to say here, Sri and you, when letter A is followed by a consonant in the same syllable, I told many times. When letter A is followed by a consonant in the same syllable, in that case also A will be pronounced, A. Clear? I told many times, when letter A will be followed by a consonant in the same syllable, A will be pronounced A. So how to pronounce this word?
Will be pronounced L, then L will be silent.
L will not be silent, yaar. L is final pronounced consonant. Hotel. This will be silent, okay? Hotel. So when you see O, it will be S. Hostel. So little bit you can see, you have to relate like that. There is no other rule. This is the rule. Okay, keep in mind. So this is clear. This is keep in mind. So keep in mind, whenever vowel letters in a word carry accent circumflex, it means next letter used to be a letter S. But that S got disappeared with the passage of time, and because of that these vowels are carrying accent circumflex. That is one. And another point is same. Homonym in English, homonym in French. Same. 2 words having same sound, same spelling, but different meaning.
Yeah.
For example, you see here.
Same sound, same spelling, but different.
See, M-U-R. Same spelling, same sound. But here letter U is carrying accent circumflex. Here U is not carrying accent circumflex. You tell me, already I told that whenever vowel letters will carry accent circumflex, sound will remain same except with letter A. So how you are going to pronounce these 2 words? Can you tell me? M-U-R. M-U accent circumflex R. How you are going to pronounce these 2 words? Try. Very simple. More how yaar? We pronounce U. We pronounce letter U, na U. So we pronounce like that. Mu. Like see, very simple. Mo, ma, mi, mo. Then here we have mu, tu, ti, si, pi, po. Logic. So here mu. Here same mure. So you have to tell. Clear? So mure, spelling is same, pronunciation same, but meaning is different. This mure is wall. Okay, mure means wall, and this mure means ripe, paka hua, like a ripe fruit. Ripened fruit, we have no ripened fruit. So that mure. Okay, clear? Ripened fruit, this one, and this is wall. Clear?
Yes.
Shall we stop here? Sri.